Today we're going to take a deep dive into the state of AI in 2025. It's no longer just about generating funny cat pictures or cheating on your homework. The technology has matured into something faster, scarier, and infinitely more useful. We're going to cover the 4 biggest shifts that's happening right now, or has happened in 2025, the rise of true autonomous agents, the explosion of real-time omnimodal systems, and the complete disruption of the creative industry, video and image creation then as well. So buckle up and let's get into it. The biggest shift in 2025 has been more like psychological. We are effectively moving away from just chatting with AI. For the last 2 years, it's pretty much been stuck in these endless cycles of prompt engineering. You have to know the magic words to get the right genie and get the right answers out of it. 2025, the chatbot essentially is dying, or essentially it's shifting away from what it was before. It's being replaced with the AI agent. Now, agent doesn't just give you text back, it gives you permission and it gives you tools to do more work. Instead of asking GPT to write an itinerary for a trip to Tokyo, you get a text file back and it's going to be a big long list of things, and there is going to be some really good information now. Now with agents, it's going to take that information, it's going to go to the websites, it's going to source the flights for you, the accommodation for you, and it's going to check things like TripAdvisor and get you recommendations for actually what to do. It'll take you right up to the point where you give it its credit card and you give it credit card information and it will book the trip for you. I made a whole video in the past on this, how it booked me an entire trip over to London and tickets to a concert. And it brought me right up to the point where you put your credit card information in. That's a bit scary. We're seeing reliable multi-step autonomy. We're moving from AI as a smart encyclopedia to AI as a digital intern. And yes, that is absolutely terrifying for the job market, which we'll get into in a wee bit. Stability. I am from an SRE cloud background, and there's nothing worse than unreliable systems. I built an entire career around building robust systems that can scale and can take whatever load you have going on. AI was in a flaky state at the start of 2025. You had mass hallucinations, you had unreliable data sets, and you had a lot of inferior products that were essentially trying to do the same thing then as well. But this was the year where things really stabilized and things really settled down. There's been so many good quality of life improvements on the Gemini models, the OpenAI models, even inferior models in the past have really come a long way. Grok and X's AI is unrecognizable than it was a year ago then as well. And we're starting to see sort of smaller companies, the likes of DeepSeek and that, which doesn't have the massive financial background that a lot of the other big guys have, absolutely giant slaying, doing things with a fraction of the resources that they really shouldn't be able to do. So 2025 really was when AI got its act together from a stability and infrastructure point of view. Now, the next big advancement in 2025 was Omnimodal Reality. Now, back in the day, when I say back in the day, I'm talking about maybe 18 months ago, AI was specialized. It done one thing and one thing only. It done just text or just images, just audio. Now we're moving to omnimodal then as well. So in 2025, the lines have become completely blurred. The leading models now process text, audio, image, video, and even code, and it can do this all simultaneously, pretty much in real time. Think about what this means for hardware. We're going to see Siri and Google Assistant and Alexa getting sort of lobotomized and replaced by these sort of omnimodal models. It's going to be on our phone, it's going to be on our smart glasses, it's going to be on our smart fridges going forward then as well. AI is going to see what you see, hear what you hear, and understands context. Essentially, this always-on companion mode. It's that sort of sci-fi phase, isn't it, that we're getting to? And the latency on these things is practically zero. It feels like you're using a computer more like it feels like you're not using a computer, and you're sort of using a super smart second assistant then as well along the way. The video and 3D revolution. If you work in the creative field, this has been the trend that's keeping you up at night. Remember when AI video was flickering, nightmarish mess? Well, thankfully that was solved in 2025. High fidelity AI video generation is now mainstream. But the big breakthrough isn't just in quality, it's controllability and consistency. Where you're seeing the convergence of AI generated video and 3D engines like the Unreal Engine then as well coming into play. Instead of just rolling the dice on a prompt video, creators are using AI to build entire 3D scenes, populate them with consistent realistic characters and control the camera movement precisely. Indie filmmakers are producing content on their laptops that tools like 100 million Marvel movies could only do 5 years ago as well. The barrier for entry in this side of things for blockbuster visuals has completely evaporated. The question now is, can anybody make anything? Is it actually worth watching? Now, Time for a reality check. I'm going to take off these rose-tinted glasses for a second. It's not all smooth sailing in 2025. We are hitting some massive walls. The first one is energy. These omnimodal always-on agents are power-hungry beasts. The consumption costs are astronomically high, and we aren't just fighting over CPUs anymore. We're fighting over the electricity grid onto which just to run them. Secondly, the RAM market has completely collapsed down as well, and hardware has got so expensive for the personal consumers. Secondly, there's also the trust gap. With video and audio generation being indistinguishable from reality in 2025, it's the year where I believe it when I see it isn't a true statement anymore. We are drowning in sophisticated deepfakes and semantic media. We have technology to verify its content, but the adoption for this is very slow. The biggest challenge right now isn't technology, it's that can we trust what we're seeing anymore? Also, at the time of recording this, which is 6 o'clock on the 14th of December 2025, the stock market for a lot of these big companies is also starting to collapse. The cost for running these things vastly outweighs the cost they're actually making from them. Like a subscription to any one of these AI models on a monthly basis, even for a professional plan, is typically under $10. You can use more than that in a day easily. So the economics don't really match up very well at the minute either. On to the conclusion. Yeah, but that's 2025. The AI is smarter, faster, and it's actually doing the work for us now. It's incredibly exciting and honestly, absolutely exhausting to keep up with. The tools we have right now are godlike compared to what we had even just 2 years ago. The question is, are we using them to build a better future or just a weirder, more noisy one? I want to know what you think. Are the autonomous agents going to free up all our time or just take our jobs? Let me know in the comments down below. If you found this update helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button as always going forward. I've been Dan Murphy. As always, thank you for your time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.